We have developments from overnight in Ukraine. The country rejecting Russian demands to surrender the city Mariupol in exchange for safe passage out of town. This is happening as Russian forces appear to take aim at civilian targets.
As for millions that continue to try and escape the violence, the trip to the border becoming more difficult as the fighting intensifies.
Yeah, Jay Gray has been following the war, as you know, in the humanitarian crisis that is along the Polish-Ukraine border, and he is joining us now with the latest. Jay, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. And look, we're at the Medica border, crossing the busiest between Poland and Ukraine. I want you to take a look. You can see families continue to stream in, coming in waves at this point, and we know that millions more are on the way here.
Residential communities continue to be the target of Russian missiles, ripping apart an art school turned shelter in Mariupol with 400 people inside. In Kyiv, homes and a shopping center in ruins following the latest attack there.
It's unbelievable. I never see Kyiv like this, like now, what is going on. We have destroyed house, bomb, sea, and that's it.
Mayor Vitaly Klitschko encouraging soldiers on the front lines to hold their ground while other troops and volunteers prepare to patrol the capital city. Pressure that seems to be working. U.S. defense officials saying Russian ground troops are moving at a slower than expected pace. Chanting, "Go home," protesters seemingly turned back Russian military vehicles in the port city of Kherson. As millions continue to try and rush to safety, Ukrainian officials say more than 7,000 were rescued from the fighting Sunday on buses traveling through 4 humanitarian corridors. About 3.4 million people have now escaped across the border, about half of those children. Still, according to the UN, those refugees account for less than a third of Ukrainians left homeless since the start of the war.
Yeah, that means more than 7 million are still trapped and homeless inside Ukraine. That number expected to climb, and most of them struggling to get to a place like this, the border.
Jay, we've seen the humanitarian corridors collapse several times over the last 3 weeks, but they seem to work this weekend. Is that expected to continue?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, it appears that way, at least for now. That was a huge number of people to get out this weekend, the most I've heard in quite some time. And I know that 50 buses are bound for Mariupol today, so they have confidence that they can get some of these people out of some of the worst areas of fighting.